Okay, well, welcome everybody. This is the Hawaiian Affairs Committee meeting. I'm Senator Maile Shimabukuro, the chair. Other members are Vice Chair Favela. We also have members Ihara, Keoho Kolole, and Richards. This hearing is being streamed live on YouTube. You can find links to viewing options for all Senate hearings and meetings on the live and on-demand video page for the legislature's website. If you're interested in seeing the written testimony, you can go to capitol.hawaii.gov. In the unlikely event we must abruptly end this hearing due to major technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business and a public notice will be posted. And for those testifying remotely, your audio will be muted and video disabled until it's your turn. And we have a 2-minute time limit. If there are temporary technical glitches while you're testifying, we may have to move on to the next person due to time constraints. And we appreciate your understanding and remind you that we have received your written testimony. And members, please wait to ask questions for the testifiers until we have gone through all the testifiers for a measure. Okay, so we just have one resolution on our agenda for today. This is SCR 68 SR 56, requesting businesses in Hawaii to use Hawaiian language and requesting the Department of Education to develop and implement education programs to teach employees Hawaiian and hire permanent Hawaiian language teachers. So first we have the DOE with comments.
Aloha, Chair and Vice Chair Kau'i Sang with the Hawaii Department of Education, Office of Hawaiian Education. We stand on our written testimony, and in addition, would like to add that the department currently provides resources through an MOA with the University of Hawaii to provide tuition-free Hawaiian language courses to our employees. Additionally, we also have established community school for adult courses for our employees as well, so that they can access opportunities for learning Olelo Hawai'i. I do think that that is an avenue that perhaps businesses might be interested in pursuing if they are interested in providing Hawaiian language learning for their employees. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Wonderful, thank you so much for saying. Next, we have the Association of Hawaiian Civic Clubs in support. And then these are all in support. We have Lou Favorito, Ralph Hasegawa, Julia Estegoi Kaho'one, Kamele Onalani Richardson, Elena Y, Jacqueline Ambrose, Colton, Janelle Rivera, Roberta Davis, Alexander McNichol, Joseph Simpliciano, Keke Manera, Nahe, Paul Nahulu, Kamale, Irish Barber, Ikaika Smith Koa, Brittany Holbran, Sandra Okamoto Knutson, Kaimana Kane Diaz, Tashina Koito, Courtney Koanui, Michelle Piper, Olivia Taylor, Warren Kainoa Ahi, Pumehana Sarah Silva, Keikoa Kealoha, Nalani Kayo, Nolan Talit, Lucky Kanahele, Al Seaver, Cameron Titcomb, Maximus, Kaleo Kalani G, Kristen WR, Kamakana Petty Tam, Ikona Basham Ho'ohuli, Charles Naone, Ata Pana, Naehu Kipi, Kuipo Akaka. Let's see. Moira Louie, Kawilani Almeida, and one opposition from Don B. And I think we might have, I see Kumu Nani Peterson online on Zoom. Did you want to proceed?
Oh yeah, aloha kako. Mahalo for having me here. I appreciate this bill being this resolution being put into play. I'm here today to express my strong support in the initiative to encourage businesses in Hawaii to incorporate the Hawaiian language, Olelo Hawaii, into their operations. Furthermore, I urge the Department of Education to take proactive steps in developing and implementing education programs aimed at teaching employees the Hawaiian language and hiring permanent Hawaiian language teachers. The importance of preserving and promoting the Hawaiian language cannot be overstated. Olelo Hawaii is more than just a means of communication. It is a cornerstone of our cultural identity, a reflection of our history, and a testament to the resilience of our people. For centuries, the Hawaiian language has served as the vehicle through which our ancestors passed down their traditions, values, and knowledge. It is the essence of who we are as a people and must be safeguarded for future generations. Incorporating Olelo Hawaii into businesses across Hawaii is not merely a symbolic gesture, it is a practical and meaningful way to honor our heritage and strengthen our sense of community. By using the Hawaiian language in everyday interactions, businesses can create a more inclusive and culturally rich environment for both employees and customers. Moreover, it serves as a powerful reminder of the unique history and identity of our islands, fostering a deeper connection to the land and its people. Furthermore, implementing education programs to teach employees Hawaiian and hiring permanent Hawaiian language teachers is essential for ensuring the long-term vitality of the language. By equipping individuals with the linguistic skills necessary to communicate in Hawaiian, we empower them to engage more fully with our culture and heritage. Additionally, by investing in the recruitment and retention of Hawaiian language teachers, we demonstrate our commitment to preserving and perpetuating Olelo Hawai'i for generations to come. Given the importance of this endeavor, it is only fair, well, I know this is going to take a long time for this to get into play, but it has to be into play. And when this happens, it will be only fair that the businesses not from Hawaii contribute to the preservation of our language and culture by financing the permanent employment of Hawaiian language teachers. Conversely, the state should allocate resources to support local-owned businesses in fulfilling this mandate. This equitable distribution of responsibility ensures that all businesses operating in Hawaii contribute to the promotion and preservation of Olelo Hawaii. Hold on, I'm almost done, I'm sorry. Article 15 of the Hawaiian Constitution declares English and Hawaiian as the official languages of the state, highlighting the significance of preserving both languages. Therefore, it is incumbent upon the legislature to ensure that Olelo Hawaii is living in all aspects of life in Hawaii, including businesses and education. I implore the legislature to take decisive action and enact legislation to move forward expeditiously in ensuring the use of Olelo Hawaii in all businesses across Hawaii, all schools, and again, all aspects of Hawaii. Our kupuna said, "Ika olelo no keola, ika olelo no kamake." Yeah, in language there is life, in language there is death. Yeah, that's just one way to look at the language of our ancestors. When Olelo Hawaii thrives, our land thrives, our people thrive, and Hawaii thrives. Yeah, our language is the expression of, again, our essence as a people to the world. Therefore, it is imperative that we take proactive steps to ensure the continued use and promotion of the Hawaiian language in all areas. Mahalo for your time. I'm here at school right now with a handful of my students that were not able to partake in testifying, and I'd like to give them the opportunity, if that's okay, to speak their voice, because it's important for them to know that their voice matters.
Sure.
Mahalo. Matthias, Salaman. Can you just say your name, first and last name?
Okay.
My name is Matthias Nergor.
And you can either say what your choice is. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Owai Ahuaku. Anybody else? Mai hila hila. Yeah, this is for you. Not for me, for you. Can I just have them say what they want to say real quick?
Sure.
I'm just gonna take a video. All right.
Yes.
Kakuapau e olelo like. Yeah. This is my class here, and they all are in support of this
Right.
resolution moving forward. Mahalo.
Mahalo, Ms. Peterson, really appreciate you. Thank you. I think Mapwana Tector from the Nanakuli Maui Neighborhood Board was also indicated some interest. I don't know if she got to on the Zoom yet. If you do get here, Mapwana, just let us know. Is there anyone else here for SCR 68 and SR 56? Okay. Seeing none, members, any questions? I think I had a question maybe for Kawi. One thing that was raised actually by Vice Chair is, at this time, what percentage of DOE schools offer Hawaiian language as a, I guess, is it an elective or as a choice, you know, if students for taking a foreign language or whatever, take a foreign language?
I don't actually have that information right offhand. I can get back to you with that information of the number of schools that offer. I believe that our Hawaiian language courses that are offered in non-Kaipuni schools
Yeah.
are mostly offered through our high schools. There are a few elementary schools that include Olelo Hawaii as part of the practicum of the Kupuna program. And then through our kupuna program, students get access to some experiences with Olelo Hawai'i. But I can get back to you on a specific number of
And
schools.
what age is language introduced is it in high school, in the public schools? Or is it introduced intermediate or?
It's required as a wait, are you talking about Hawaiian language? I'm
Or
sorry.
just in language in general?
Language in
foreign
general. It's
language, yeah.
required as a graduation requirement in high schools.
Oh, just in high school?
In high
Okay,
schools,
okay. Interesting, okay. But it's not all, not all public high schools offer Hawaiian?
Not all public high schools offer Hawaiian.
Okay.
Correct.
Interesting. Okay. Any other questions? Let's see. Yeah, we need quorums. We do need one more person. But while we have you, I guess while we have you here, I mean, so what are your duties?
So I am the director of the Office of Hawaiian Education. The Office of Hawaiian Education sits under the Office of the Deputy Superintendent. And our responsibilities are tied to 3 Board of Education policies, Naho Pena'o, Hawaiian Studies, Hawaiian Education Programs, and our Papana Kaipuni schools. And so the work of our office is to address some of the requirements of state constitution to make sure that we are providing Hawaiian language, culture, and history education for all of our staff, faculty, and students, as well as providing the state level support to our Hawaiian language immersion schools.
Oh, very interesting, interesting. Because another thing that the vice chair raised to me about this bill, or this topic in general, is that, I wasn't aware of this, being that I represent, Waianae Coast. I took it for granted that, pretty much all the schools, I think, in my district have like a May Day program, every year. But what I heard from vice chair is not all public schools have May Day, like celebrate May Day.
Yeah.
And they don't all have a whole program, and
Yeah.
so it's just up to each individual school whether they have the resources and.
Yeah, and I think those decisions on the kind of ho'ike, if you will, that are put on at the school level is actually determined at the school level by school level leadership.
I just asked her about, you're right, which is about May Day, and I just took it for granted that all schools have a May Day program every year, but it's not all schools. It depends on their resources.
Yes. I actually have the number of high schools that provide Olo Hawaii courses,
yes.
which is 35 high schools.
35.
And then there are 44 kumu that teach Olo Hawaii as world languages courses.
Okay.
Currently, those courses are actually, the provision of those courses fall under the Office of Curriculum Instruction Design, as Hawaiian is still identified as a program that falls under the World Languages
Okay.
program.
35 high schools out of how many high schools in the state? Do we know, or, sorry, is that,
46.
out of 46? Oh, that's not bad then. Okay, so we're close.
And so that information is provided to us by the Office of Curriculum Instruction Design.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know that it's at least that many out of, because you thought it was only like about a fifth of, well, this is only the high schools now. Because it's only in high schools
So
they require.
the problem undersight that we have that is not being taught from pre-K to 12. Certain schools pick certain ages to teach, and very minute courses. I'm not sure in the schools that they do, maybe they do all classes. Reason why I like this bill is because we need to get the DOE to have more, even though we have these small steps that we're taking. If we're going to go by this 1977 mandate of the Hawaiian and English being the language and Hawaiian being a priority language, now we have enough kumus, we have enough people to do it. And I think that this resolution would be very good to integrate, and then later on, we can start having from pre-K to high school, because right now, everywhere you go, like Senator Schubacher didn't know all schools didn't do May Day. It's an elective or it's up to the principal. See, those are the things why we're saying we need stuff like this, because when we don't have it, and every time our language and our culture put under the rug, that's where it's gonna stay. Because if you look at the cherry blossom festivals and look at all the festivals they have, the one that was censored the most and shrunk the most, Kamehameha Week, Kamehameha Day, Kamehameha Month, all of those. So this is a way, and even with the city trying to get back and take back the names of our Hawaiian language street names or areas, is because exactly what Kumu said in Kapolei, exactly why. Because we're starting to slowly slip. We're changing Hawaiian names to different names of the roads. We're taking all of that away. So if we don't have something like this to move, even though it's just a resolution, then this resolution, at least it has a conversation about how important our Hawaiian language is in our islands. Because when I came to this square building, a lot of people, like especially Senator Shubakuro, been trying all these years, and I thank her for this because I got to imagine my resolution because of the abilities of hiring more teachers on a permanent basis. Because at one time, and it's not going against any ethnicity or background, but at one time, it was top heavy on the Asian bracket. Hawaiian was never their priority, even though they was married to Hawaiians, they love Hawaiians, they go do everything about culturally Hawaiian. Hawaiian teaching was not on their top of the list. We trying to at least have a level scale so that we can kind of be moving them up. But back then it was like this. So unless we have stuff like this going forward and the conversations going forward, we'll never get Hawaiian where we should be at 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 1977. So that's the reason why, I'm really glad that she came up with this bill, and this resolution to encourage. I understand how much schools are doing them. Not sure if they're doing it from pre-K to 12. When my daughter was going Pōkea, they only taught 5th grade. And the DOE at that time, the principals and us said that they fulfilled their recommendation for Hawaiian. Wow. You know what I mean? And then some of them, don't get me wrong, they do them like 2 months, 3 months, as long as they meet that so-called qualification. When did we, as a language, have a small qualification, right? Because if they said equal, then shouldn't it be taught equally, Hawaiian and English? So that's why it bothers me, and I was sharing this with our office, that we don't have, and my community asked for it. And we don't have May Day, we don't have any cultural things. So thank you. Sorry taking too long. I'm sorry. I appreciate all you guys and all you guys now, but I really think we need to have this conversation to continue.
If I can comment briefly or offer up an opportunity, the Office of Hawaiian Education is extremely appreciative of all of the work that the legislature is doing to help increase visibility of this idea of valuing Olelo Hawaii across our community. And I would like to extend, an invitation for us to sit together, and the Office of Education provide a briefing on the work that we're trying to do in the Department of Education to ensure that there's equitable access for all students across our system to be able to at least experience Olelo Hawaii, learning Hawaiian education, those kinds of practices in all schools. And so if you guys are interested, we'd love to come in.
Oh, thank you.
Well, just like when we had the conversation in Lower Ed, I never got a chance to meet with you since then, but that's my priority. I already told Chair Shubakuro that however everything plays out going forward, I had a bill for language that I briefly told you about that I'm going to be taking up at the Board of Education. And one of them is because of the equal access and equal language. See, when we talk about equality, when it comes to language, arts, gender, we are the lowest of the totem pole in the industry from Hawaii, from tourism, whatever you want to say. We're the lowest. Only recently we started getting Olelo Hawaii written in our language in the state of Hawaii. And the only reason why was for that is because we had every other language except the national language. So I appreciate all of that, but that's the reason why I think this is important, Chair, for just move for conversation. I really, like I said, appreciate it. And I guarantee you, after this, my staff is right here. We're going to reach out to you because I want to learn the most I can learn to moving forward and getting this accomplished for our people. because we're losing our identity. And when you lose your identity, you lose your culture, you know what's happening. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and would you be open to a amendment where we encourage the DOE to offer Hawaiian language at all 46 high schools? Which is, it's just encouraging.
I think I would be open to that amendment. I mean, I think we're hoping to be able to get there where every student has access.
Yeah,
And
you're
so-
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're close.
So I think I would be open to that recommendation for sure.
Okay,
I think in providing comments only, I think our biggest concern was some clarity around whether or not the department is being requested to provide those services to non-DOE employees into the private businesses. And because we're providing those services through allocating resources through an MOA with the universities and/or the provision of courses at our community school for adults, we think that those are also opportunities that perhaps businesses
Yep.
could offer to their own
Yeah.
employees.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
think that's
Do
great.
that.
and I think
Yep.
you guys are providing, and
And that's good to
Kuma
know,
Peterson
because
wrote
people,
this
yeah.
resolution, by the way, so thank you to Kuma Peterson for writing the resolution. So, yeah, so I think those are good things we'll put that in the committee report to emphasize that there are opportunities, free opportunities for anyone to go and get educated, whether you're, you know, work
And
for
we
a
can
private-
help, disseminate that information, because I didn't know that you guys would offer free, Hawaiian, language. So we can help work on that too, so that the business know that they can, benefit on, learning our language.
Yeah, and I think our community school for adults opportunities,
And those are free, right?
those are free.
wow.
Those are free. So I
Yeah,
think,
so we gotta get together.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
Appreciate
other
it.
questions? Okay. No, okay, thank you so much. Okay.
Hi,
so-
Chair. Nani
Yes.
wanted to add some comments.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know what her
Oh,
name
okay,
was.
okay,
Am
yeah,
I the
vote though.
director of OHE?
Okay, we gotta hurry and vote though, Nani, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just if
maybe-
you need help with, I'm already doing this in business already
Okay.
with employees, so.
Okay, so Kawi, Nani said she'd be glad to work with you to connect with businesses. Okay, but I'm gonna, we gotta vote, so I'm gonna
Sorry.
recommend we pass with amendments. We have some technical amendments, right? And then also we want to include language that just encourages the DOE to offer Hawaiian language at all 46 of its high schools. And summarize a lot of what the DOE testified to and we discussed in the committee report. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, then for the vote.
All right, Chair Shubakuro,
Aye?
Vice Chair vote aye, Senator Ihara, excuse, Senator Kehokolole,
Aye.
Senator Richards, excuse, motion adopted.
Okay, we are adjourned.